Okay, so today we're going to try to edit a short video with Windows Movie Maker, but first let's look for the clips that we want to use in our short video. So I want to tell a story called A Beautiful Life about a child who grows up and does certain things. So I'm going to first look for a video of a baby. I want it to be horizontal because that's the movie mode, not like a cell phone where it's vertical, but I want it to be horizontal. And I want it to be a fairly young baby because I want it to look like they just were born. Here's a good clip. Looks like the baby's pretty young in this one, so okay. Cute little guy. I'll download that clip. And I'm going to look for a few other video clips. Let's pretend that I downloaded them all. You don't have to watch me download them all. But I got a few different videos for my story that I want to tell in this short edited video in Windows Movie Maker. So I'll open Windows Movie Maker here. And how do I import the clips? I can just click into the blank space. And from there I can go looking for those video clips that I want to bring into the project. One way to do it is to import them all at once. That might take a while for them to get processed through the Movie Maker program. And it also might be a little hard to organize, so it might not be the best way to do it. That is one way to do it, that you could import them all. Another way to do it is just to import them one by one, so let's do that. So I just want to start out with the baby. So it takes a while to load sometimes, so we'll just skip the full loading process, but you have to wait a little bit. So here's a baby. Looks like it was born not too long ago. But the clip's a little long and it ends up focusing on the baby's foot, which is not what I was hoping for. So let's just only use the first half of this video clip. So you can see that black bar, that shows where we are in the clip. So I'm going to split it. I right click, I split it, and you can see that the blue around the video piece shows which part you're focused on, and I'm going to remove that second half that I didn't want. So now I'm left with only the first half of this short video of the baby. And that's all I wanted. So that's all I want in there. Now I would like to import another video into the project. So this video clip of a clock that I have is pretty long, but I don't want to use all of it in the video, in the whole project. So I'm just going to cut a piece of it, and that'll be what I'll use there. So now you can see that it's split into two parts. And I'm going to bring in another piece that I wanted, but now it got imported to the bottom. You can see that I'm trying to drag it up top. It takes a little while. It's trying to drag up there. That's not necessarily the best way to do it. There's another way to do it. So you can see that I'm changing the magnification or the scale of the timeline with the plus and the minus symbols on the bottom of the screen. So if your project gets pretty big, you might want to do that so that it's easier to manage. So here I can move in that clip of the student studying. So let's just see, here's a baby again, the little piece that I had in there. There's the clock. I want to show that time is passing, and in the story the child's growing up, and here they are. The kid is studying at school. But I don't want to use the whole clip of the kid studying at school either, so I'll probably split that too with the right click menu that comes up, or remove that beginning piece that I don't really need. And I don't need all of this piece either, so I'm going to delete a lot of what comes after it. Just keep a few seconds in there. And I want to keep using the clock to show that time is passing between each of these moments in the video, but I don't want to show it for too long, just a couple or a few seconds. So I'm gonna split it, and I'm gonna bring in another piece in the life of this kid, that we're in the story of this kid. So here's a graduation ceremony, and I'd like to have that be the next scene in the short movie, but I don't have to show all of that either. So I'm gonna take off a little bit off the front and a little bit off the back using the split option, and then I'm going to remove that piece off the front, right? I don't need too much of this, so that's about all I'll need. I'll split and take a lot off of the second part of the clip of the graduation. So I want that clock to be between the moments again. So here we have the baby and the clock showing that time is passing. And now so much time has passed, the kid has grown up a bit, he's in school, he or she is in school, and time is passing even more. And now there's the graduation ceremony. School is over, they've graduated high school. Clock, again signifying that time is passing. And so I don't want to show too much of it, so I'll split it. And what comes after that? Well, in this little story that I'm telling here, this short 30-second story, there's a romance that comes after that. Of course, that's not true in everybody's life story, but that's okay. So it shows the ring, the wedding ring, the engagement ring, and I don't need to do all of that either, because I just want to make it a 30-second video. So I'm gonna split it, take a little bit off the front and a little bit off the back, which I've been doing with a lot of these clips, because my favorite part is often in the middle somewhere. So you can just remove the part off the beginning, remove the part off the end, and there we go. We have a semi-complete story here. But now what I'm going to want to do is put transitions in. Transitions are ways to make different video clips go a little more smoothly sometimes, or it helps go between scenes or different clips that you might see. It just makes the thing go a little smoother. And there's a lot of different kinds of transitions. In Windows Movie Maker, it's in the animations menu, but we often call them transitions. But here in the animations menu, what kind of transitions do I want to use? There's a whole lot. So you can choose from all kinds of animations they have that go between the video clips that you've edited. So here I'm choosing a few different ones. It can sometimes help show that time is passing, or show that the mood is changing, or something like that. So I'm choosing a few different transitions here to show, to make it a little more exciting and to show that time is passing. This time, well, this is a sort of romantic shot, so I guess I can use a heart here. So let's see what it looks like with the transitions now. So there's the baby. Fades, it cross fades over to the clock. Oh, another fade, but that one had a little bit of a blur. Okay, that's a sort of interesting transition there. We're now at the graduation. Another crossfade with a blur. Now a heart going to the engagement ring on the hand. Okay, so we're getting close to the end of this short little thing. What do I want to name it? I'll put a title at the beginning. You can name it different things. This one's called The Beautiful Life. Stick that at the beginning. In Movie Maker, it automatically fades in. It kind of comes in closer to the screen and fades out. That just happens automatically in Movie Maker. Now I'll want to put a little bit of a transition, what they call animations in Movie Maker here. That'll make it a little smoother, going from the title to the baby. And usually in little videos you want to put credits at the end, so there's a credits option as well. I'll put edited by Stephen Hawes, my name. I do spell it with a big A. That's how my dad always spelled it, with a big A, H-A-U-S-E. So it's kind of going a little slowly. The credits are not, I don't want to make it take too long, so I'll put text for 4 seconds. And I'll put the duration of the background for 5 seconds, so it lasts a little longer than the credits themselves. So you can see it goes a little faster now. Credits, edited by Stephen Hawes, the end. Okay. And maybe another transition would be nice right here to go from the hands to the credits themselves. So you can see all these little animations here. Okay, that's an option. A lot of different animations you can use to go between the video clips that you choose. So let's look for some music now. Well, a good website is Audionautix. There's a lot of other free music websites, completely copyright free. For this, my video is pretty calm, so I'll look for calming music. Find music. There's a lot of different options here. One song or one track that might fit well is called One Fine Day for my video. There's, depending on the mood you want. You may want to choose rock and roll or something, but so we'll download this short audio track of free music. There are a lot of free music websites. Then you can put add music in Windows Movie Maker. There's the add music option. You can see that the music comes under the video, and you can see the sound waves on there. And a good way to use music in Movie Maker or any short videos, oftentimes you want to have it fade in and fade out so that it doesn't just jump right in. So I'm going to put fade in slowly and fade out slow as well so that it doesn't just go too quick. So you can see a little bit of how the movie is playing out with the music on it now, how the transitions are working. The story I'm trying to tell a little bit about the kid growing up. And, well, I'm thinking, I didn't put a transition there. I should probably put a transition in that one piece too, so that it goes between the clock and the basketball game. Let's try this one. Let's try this sort of pixelated transition here. Let's see how that looks. How it goes over to the graduation. That one looked a little weird to me, so we can delete that one by going back to no transition. And maybe let's try a circle. An iris it's called sometimes. Okay, yeah, I think that looks all right. So you can see a lot of different transitions between the various scenes of this person's life and the credits at the end of the story, and the music fades out. So that is the whole 30-second video. You save movie. When you're done, you would save a movie. And in this case, I'll just call it video 1, but you can call it any title and it'll process it. And that'll be your short video made in Movie Maker.